Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the More Freedom series. Today we are here at Chicagoland Speedway for the Boot Barn 75. If you're wondering, where is Bristol? Well, interestingly enough, when working with the track to make it usable for this series, Bristol was just not usable for this series. The default track only has 41 drivers. The tracks I found that allowed 42 drivers just did not work for our purposes for this series. So that's the reason that we are here in Chicagoland. And if you have any questions about what I do to make these tracks usable for an offline series like this, please just, please put those down in the comments, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. So anyway, we are here at Chicagoland for the Boot Barn 75. This is going to be race number 8 in the More Freedom Series Season 2. And let's go through those points. Still, number 1 in points is going to be the number 96 of Nico 2588. Second place is going to be the 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper. Third will be the 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal. Fourth will be the number 11 of TC Roberts. Fifth will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Sixth will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Seventh will be the 13 of King of the Aces. Third will be the 8th will be the 33 of ZWTF. Ninth will be the 19 of XJ Snake, and rounding out your top 10 is going to be the 69 of Arco Creates. So that's your top 10 in points right now. Let's go through qualifying. Starting on the pole, last week's winner, the number 80 of Hog Eric. On his outside, the 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal. Starting third is going to be the number 13 of King of the Aces. And on his outside, the number 25 of JTM 2588. Starting fifth will be the 69 of Arco Creates. And on his outside, the points leader, the 96 of Nico 2588. Starting seventh will be the number 72 of Duchess, and on her outside, the 95 of Zed Brunna. Starting ninth will be the 88 of NM2588, and on his outside, the number 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper. Starting 11th will be the 66 of Syndicate J, and on his outside will be the number 6 of Ice Cream Some Days. Starting 13th will be the number 10 of It's Some Alien, and on his outside, the number 40 of Veteran Chaos. Starting 15th will be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games, and on her outside, the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. Starting 17th will be the 00 of Mudbone, and on his outside, the 999 of Deviant. Starting 19th will be the 33 of ZWTF, and on his outside, the 30 of Corvette Stingray. Starting 21st will be the number 42 of Mom Games Hard, and on her outside, the 47 of Dom Kizzle. Starting 23rd will be the 32 of Heck of a Doober, and on his outside, the number 7 of Seabass. Starting 25th will be the number 300 of Resemble, and on his outside, the 619 of Balls Deep. Starting 27th will be the number 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon, and on her outside, the number 34 of Super Snake. Starting 29th will be the 07 of Douche Baggins, and on his outside, the 49 of Jetman. Starting 31st will be the number 20 of Adam B5000, and on his outside, the 660 of Garrett Miller. Starting 23rd will be the number 23 of Fuller Than You, and on his outside, the 799 of Mike Check. Starting 35th will be the number 11 of TC Roberts, and on his outside will be the 420 of Queen of Hearts. Starting 37th will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack, and on his outside, the 911 of Danny Cybex. Starting 39th will be the 19 of XJ Snake, and on his outside, the number 71 of Kung Fu Beer. And in the last row, shotgun on the field, starting 41st will be the number 51 of AJM 2588, and on his outside, the 55 of Ida. So that's your starting lineup today here at Chicagoland for this Boot Barn 75. And happy hour looks like it's about ready to wind up. Let's get ready to go racing. Let's go through your starting top 10 real fast. Starting on the pole is going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric, last week's winner, and on his outside is going to be that 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal. Third will be the number 13 of King of the Aces. Fourth will be the 25 of JTM 2588. Fifth will be the 69 of Arco Creates. Sixth will be the 96 of Nico 2588. Seventh will be the 72 of Duchess. Eighth will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Ninth will be the 88 of NM 2588. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper. But the 80 of Hog Eric is leading us down to take that green flag right now. On his outside is going to be that 187, so a fantastic jump for the 187 right there. We'll see how this race shakes out as the 13 of King of the Aces is right on his back bumper. Followed right behind him is the 96 of Arco Creates as they come down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Eric up high, the 96, the 13, the 69, the 187, and Eric with a great speed burst in through the tri-oval. And second place right now is going to be that 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal. Get your timing and scoring up and going as you'll see your top 10 on the left and your favorite driver scrolling across the top. And your leader after lap 1 is going to be the pole sitter right now of the 80 of Hog Eric. So another fantastic, a great car for that 80 again this week. We're going to see how it shapes up as this race goes on. But your leader as of right now, second place, is going to be that 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal. And we got last season's points champion, that number 13 of King of the Aces. Finally glad to see him up here at the front of the race. He's been kind of in the back. Well, I mean, he's 7th in points right now. He's got 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s, but we haven't talked about him that much this year. So good to see him up here at the front. We'll check back here through the field, see what's going on, as the 66 is trying to get underneath that number 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper. We got 2 wide action right now. We got 2 of those KFB racing cars hooked up right here. Your winner on Monday at the IROC race, that number 1 of Jamal Jackson, right there with his teammate, that number 40, trying to make it 3 wide down into turn 1 and 2. Making it 3 wide with his teammate, the 00 on the outside. Right behind him is going to be that number 30 of Corvette Stingray. Corvette kind of in the middle right there with the number 40. And following that number 1 is going to be the 33 of ZWTF. So ballsy move by that number 1 of Jamal Jackson to make it 3 wide right there into the turn. But paying off for him as he's moving up in this field. Currently running in the 17th position. Jumping back up, we'll move back up here towards the front. There's the 88 and the 95 hooked up with the 72. Those 2 Tito's cars right there. 88 dropping down to the inside of the 72 of Duchess. We're going to see what Zed does right here. Does he follow with the 88 or does he go with the 72? NM down to the bottom of the track. Looks like he got his wheels off the racing line. Kind of slowed him up there. That's allowing Syndicate J to make it 3 wide with Zed Brunna stuck on the outside right there. Quickly back to 2 wide action and into single file. Zed looks like he's got a strong car. The 57 though, this 57 drove right around underneath him. Getting back up here towards the front. Looks like that 96 of Nico 2588 is able to get around the 13 of King of the Aces. Checking up the front right there. King was looking to try to pass the 25 of JTM 2588, but JTM got that draft off of his teammate, the 96, able to stay in front. As they come down the backstretch, King dropping down to the inside into turns 3 and 4. See what happens here. The 88, the 72, the 69 are right there behind that 13. This top line through the tri-oval, I'm going to call it a tri-oval. It's still the front stretch, but the front stretch tri-oval thing that they've got going here at Chicagoland, just like they had last week at Kansas. It is the high line in this track is amazing on the front stretch. So we'll see what happens as he comes down into the turn, still trying to get around that 25. The 25 gets a great run off the turn into the tri-oval. Looks like King of the Aces is going to need some drafting help here to get away from to get around the 25. And we got the 88 or the 57 now underneath that number 88 of NM 2588, right behind NM, and the 57 is going to be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Zed dropping down underneath the 88, pushing the 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper around NM into the tri-oval. A great draft right there into turns 1 and 2. So NM falling back a little bit into the clutches of G3 right there. This battle rages on for the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th position. Get back up here towards the front. The 96 of Nico 2588 is checking out from that number 25, looking to try to catch up to the 187 and the number 80 of Hall Garrick. Johnny is basically right behind, very much less than a tenth of a second behind the 80 of Hall Garrick. And Eric has led all 10 laps as of right now. Johnny, like I said, Johnny's currently third in points and could use a lap lead or anything to help his cause to catch up to that 96 of Nico 2588. So Johnny right now getting a good draft off the 80 of Hog Eric down this backstretch. We're going to see what Johnny does, kind of poking his nose out into turns 3 and 4. Dropping to the inside. Making a run for the lead right now is going to be that 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal. Eric with a great run off of turn 4 onto the tri-oval. Nico with a great draft on the 187 through the tri-oval. Tries to make a pass here in 1 and 2. Unable to do so as we go to the backstretch and drag race down here. Battle for the lead right now with the 80, the 187, and now the 96 of Nico 2588. I'm sure that folks at home are like, that 96, he needs a, whatever's, his car is cheating. It's cheating now. Just every car in this series has the same stats. So, all basically luck of the draw. But the 80 and these three cars right here, even Johnny, who is a winner this season. So we have 3 winners right here, the 80, the 187, and the 96. Is Johnny looking to the inside on the tri-oval. Looks like he's going to be able to try to make that pass into 1 and 2 on that number 80 of Hall Garrick. Side-by-side action, the race for the lead right now. We're going to see if that 96 plays a factor in this battle right here for the lead as they come into turns 3 and 4. The 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal currently looking as he is going to be the leader. But the 80 of Hall Garrick with a fantastic run off of turn 4, able to retain his lead right there. The 96 of Nico 2588 down to the inside of the 187, trying to take second place away. This high line through the turn is working really well today. Johnny almost had that lead. If he could have got that pass made before we hit the tri-oval, I think he would have been your leader. But no, the 80 of Hog Eric still the leader here on lap 17 of 41. Again, I'm calling it the Boot Barn 75, but we actually have about 60 laps or 60 miles in this race. As the Boot Barn 75 would have been 75 laps at Bristol. So instead we have 60 laps here or 60 miles here at Chicagoland and 41 laps. So almost to halfway right now. With your leader still going to be that number 80 of Hog Eric. Jump back through the back of the field as the 420 and the 55 battling out for last place with the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. 3 MBR cars right there. The 29, the 49, and the 51 way in the back of the pack. We'll jump up here through the field, see what's going on. As the number 11 of TC Roberts either is pitting or... I was like, he's either pitting or he's crashing. We'll get a good look right here as part of the field coming in right now to take their pit stops. Leading them down that pit road is going to be the 25 of JTM 2588 who was currently 12th position. So he's going to be that first car you see right there on pit road as we have other cars coming in right now. Looks like that's going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric. So we've got Eric, the 187, and the number 96 into the pits for service. Probably four tires and fuel, so we're going to see what happens. This is going to be the race off pit road right here. Could decide the winner of this race as 80 and the 187 in to take their pit stops. Right side tires going on. Fueling up those cars with that fuel. Left side tires going on the 80. Left side, slow run for that 13 of King of the Aces. The 80 out, the 96 out, the 187 out. Great job on the pit stops right there, but I'm betting your leader might be that number 25 of JTM 2588 as he is coming out of turn 1 and 2 onto the backstretch with a full head of steam right there to the outside of the number 80 of the number 187. So I'm thinking your leader right now is going to be that number 25 of JTM 2588 with a fantastic pit stop. That MBR team must have had that pit stop hooked up and able to put JTM, which I'm thinking, we're going to wait for our timing and scoring to update, but I'm thinking JTM is going to be your leader right now. We'll find out. And if he is your leader. The leader in this race is going to be the number 25 of JTM 2588, and your leader at halfway is going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric. So Eric's going to get that 5 bonus points for leading halfway, and most likely he's going to get the bonus points for leading the most laps. We're going to find out as this race goes on, but your leader right now, and that number 25, the Sonic Red Bull car for MBR, is going to be the 25 of JTM 2588. Second's going to be that number 80 of Hog Eric. Third's going to be the 187. And fourth is going to be that 96 of Nico 2588. And to make an appearance right now here in the top 5 is going to be that number 66 of Syndicate J, who started in 11th on the day. We're going to check back here through the pack, and we can see Duchess, Duber, Nail Clipper Flipper, and ZWTF fighting it out right now. This is for the 6th position. And King of the Aces, who started in the 3rd position, currently fighting right now with that number 11, his teammate of TC Roberts, a rookie on the year, in his Royal Mail car. Fighting it out with TC. See what's going on up here at the front as we have the number 80 and the 25 nose to tail, almost nose to tail right now, with a great pit stop by that 25 team. But the 80, his car is definitely hooked up today. It looks like he might be the car to beat. Like, he is down to the inside of the 25 of JTM 2588 into turns 3 and 4. Out of 3 and 4 they go. JTM does not get that run off the turn, and your leader coming down to the stripe is going to be that number 80 of Hog Eric. JTM dropping down to the inside into 1 and 2. Eric on the outside. This is allowing the 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal to catch up to him. Drag race down the backstretch between the 25, the 187, the 80, and now the 96. Into 3 and 4 they go. Eric on the outside, that 25 on the inside. Eric with a great run off the turn right there is going to pull away, and your leader back in front is going to be that number 80 of Hog Eric. And to the inside of that 25 is going to be the 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal. Right behind them is going to be that 96 of Nico 2588. We'll see if this allows that 66 of Syndicate J to catch up as the 187 through the turn. 25 getting a great run off that turn. 96 on the outside. 66 trying to come in. I thought there might almost. Whew, that was close. That was close right there. So while having a fantastic pit stop today, the 25 cannot compete right now with your leader, that number 80 of Hog Eric, who, like I said, he's got the car to beat today, and he leads another lap as we complete lap number 30 right here, or complete lap number 29. But the battle right now for second, third, fourth, maybe fifth, if Syndicate J can get up here, jump back through the field. Things kind of settling down here right here at the end of the race, but we got two wide action as the 07 above the number 30 of Corvette Stingray. Into the tri-oval they go, able to just get that slingshot move out of turn 4 into the tri-oval. The 69 of Arco Creates now down to the inside of that 47 of Dom Kizzle. Arco started in the 5th position. He's currently running right now in the 17th position. So some loss of positions right there for that 69. That outside off of turn 4 is the line to run as the 300 resemble now down to the inside of that 69 of Arco Creates. And we've got the 88, the Boot Barn car of NM2588, and his teammate, the 29, out of turns 3 and 4. We're going to see if he gets that run off of 3 and 4, right there behind the 300, down and through the tri-oval. Resemble coming in with a little bit of a block on that 88. But a great run on the outside right there for that 300. We'll jump back up here to the front here in a minute. As we watch these battles all across this track. Again, there's the IROC winner, that number 1 of Jamal Jackson, currently running in the 25th position. The 619 thinking about getting down to the inside of that 23 of Fuller Than You. Down into 1 and 2. The 619 underneath that 23. Getting way down to that white line. Drag racing down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. But your leader still is going to be that number 80 of Hog Eric. We're going to go, let's see, the fastest lap on the day. With 6 laps to go, fastest lap on the day is going to be by the number 619 of Balls Deep with a 28.248 miles per hour, or 191.161 miles per hour. I said 28.284 seconds, not miles per hour. But Balls Deep with the fastest lap on the day. And Mom Games Hard, who is currently in the last place, is 22 seconds behind the leader, so I don't think they're going to catch her by the end of this race. So I don't think that'll play a factor in this. But Eric his car is the best car of the day and has almost led every single lap. He's the only 5 laps he hasn't led is after those pit stops, with that great pit stop by the 25 team to put him up into the lead and now into second. So kind of settled down here at the front with 4 laps to go. We'll see if the 96 does anything with that 187. As we come down the backstretch, the 96 inching ever closer to the back bumper of the 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal, sticking his nose kind of underneath him right there. Johnny going to get that fantastic run off of 3 and 4. Jump up here through the field one more time as we've got 3 laps to go. Some great racing all over this racetrack. And the 95 is Zed Brunna, who started in the 8th position has fallen way back to 30th on the day. We'll see where his teammate, where's the 13 running at? The 13th's in 12th. There's the 88, who is currently running in the 19th position, and NM started up there in the 9th position. We got the 66 of Syndicate J is on pit road. I'm jumping back up here to the front. I'm hoping that we don't have pit stops here. As we got the white flag, 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Gas and go for some of these cars. Out of turn 1 and 2. I guess we're going to find out what happens as some of those cars were gassing and going. The 80 of Hog Eric into 3 and 4 for the last time. Out of 3 and 4 onto the tri-oval. Your winner today is going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric, leading almost every lap from the pole, leading 36 laps on the day, and leading at halfway. Eric is going to get those 20 bonus points. So a fantastic run again for that dump and roll racing team today. Their lone driver, the number 80 of Hog Eric, able to fend off and pass the number 25 of JTM 2588 and fend off those challenges by the 187 of Johnny T Homicidal. So let's go through your top 10 real fast. Your winner is going to be that number 80 of Hog Eric. Second place is going to be the 25 of JTM 2588. Third will be the 187 of Johnny T Homicidal. Fourth will be the 96 of Nico 2588. Fifth will be the 72 of Duchess. Sixth will be the 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper. Seventh will be the 00 of Mudbone. Eighth will be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games. Ninth will be the 13 of King of the Aces. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 33 of ZWTF. So another awesome run by that 80 of Hog Eric in that Lego car. He's just putting those blocks together and building up a championship run right now. So two-time winner back-to-back, just like the 96, is going to be that number 80. So awesome job for Dump and Roll Racing today. Next week we go to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Or is it Super Speedway now? I guess we'll find out. It used to be Atlanta Motor Speedway, but we're going to go to Atlanta for the Georgia 75. So make sure you come back next week for that, and we'll see who is on the pole. We're going to see how Eric and all these drivers do again next week, because these last few weeks have been some fantastic racing. And we'll check our points real fast. I'm guessing Nico is probably still going to be your leader. Eric was 314 points behind him. So I don't think that'll push Eric to the lead, but Eric's going to get that second win of the season to tie him in wins on the season with the number 96 of Nico 2588. But that's going to do it for me today here from Chicagoland for the Boot Barn 75. And if you enjoyed this content, please make sure you come back, subscribe, do all those fantastic things. And we will see you next week right here at Atlanta for the Georgia 75. Thank you so much. Take care.